Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. On this episode, we are gonna make cochinita pibil, which is a typical dish from Yucatan. Okay, so here is what we are going to need. We're gonna need banana leaves. Usually you get them in the frozen section of the supermarkets. If you can't find banana leaf, of course you can use aluminum foil, but it's up to you. Of course that with the banana leaf it's gonna be more natural and it's gonna taste better. Now for the other ingredients, I have one of these bars of achiote. This is about 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. Three bay leaves, a pinch of thyme, a pinch of clove, a pinch of oregano, and about 6 to 8 peppercorns, and 4 cloves of garlic. We're also gonna need 1 tablespoon of salt and about a cup of sour orange juice. If for some reason you can't find sour orange juice, you can mix half orange juice and half lime juice so that you get the same result. For the onions, we're gonna need 1 big red onion, 1 lime, and 3 habanero peppers. And of course we're gonna need a little bit of salt to season that. For the meat, I have about 2 kilos or 4 pounds of meat. I usually what I do is get packages like this. This is called, this kind of meat is called pork stew. Usually I would get about 2 or 3 of these packages, but when I can't find those packages, I would go with the butcher and ask him for a picnic shoulder. They are about 10 pounds, and what I tell the butcher is to take the skin off and to take the bone out. And if the butcher is a nice guy, he will also cut it for me in medium-sized pieces. Sometimes I just don't want to bother him because, I mean, taking the skin out and the bone out of the picnic shoulder, it's a big job. So most of the time I cut the meat in home, like about medium-sized pieces. And usually with 1 picnic shoulder you're gonna get about 4 or 5 pounds of meat. So let's get started. Okay, here I have my griddle. It's set up to medium heat, and I've washed very well my banana leaves because sometimes they are dirty. So I'm going to take a big piece, like about 2 feet or so big, and I'm going to put it here on top of the griddle. And you know what this is going to do is, this is going to make the leaf a little bit more soft. Right now, when you don't do this, they're kind of hard to work with, but when you put them here for a couple of seconds, they're gonna get softer. And you will be able to use them to cook with. What I'm gonna do now is that I'm going to put all of the ingredients on the blender, and I'm gonna blend this real well until it becomes a sauce. Okay guys, so here I have my my dish that I'm gonna use to put in the oven. You can use any kind of dish. You can use foil if you want. So I'm putting my banana leaves, just allowing a little bit of the leaf to go outside the dish so that later I can cover the meat with the leaves. And you can use a lot if you want. Well, but this is the last one I'm going to use to secure the whole thing. And you have to use the wrong side. So this is the wrong side. This is the right side. The right side is the one that has more green. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the meat here. I'm gonna put it here, and I'm gonna try to arrange it so that it's level. Bueno, ya. Now what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to add all the stuff we blended with all the spices, the achiote, the orange, sour orange juice, the salt. It's in here, and I'm gonna pour it. I give you the measurement of 1 cup of sour orange juice, but you can use up to 2 cups if you like. It's up to you. It's just that some people like it more juicy and some other people like it dry, so it's just up to you. Now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna close the leaves. I'm gonna use it as if it was foil. So being careful to leave everything inside. That's why we needed the excess of leaves on the side so that we can cover it. Okay, so I've covered it with some foil, and what you can do is 2 things. One thing you can do is you can leave this overnight in the refrigerator, and the next day you take it out. You leave it about 1 hour at room temperature because the meat is gonna be cold. So just leave it outside about an hour so that the meat gets to room temperature, and then you heat up your oven. You preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius, and you're gonna leave this meat there for about 3 hours, but it can take up to 4 hours. You need to wait until the meat is very tender, that you can take a fork and it's going to almost shred by itself. Or the other thing you can do is prepare it, leave it for about 30 minutes outside, and then put it in the oven. So I'm gonna preheat my oven, put this baby in, and I'm gonna wait about 3 hours, and I'm gonna show you what this looks like in 3 hours. While the meat is in the oven, what we're gonna do is the garnish for the cochinita pibil. What you're gonna do is you're gonna slice the onions and the habanero peppers. You're gonna cut the onions in slices, and the habanero peppers, you're gonna cut them real fine. If you are not used on handling spicy peppers like this one, I really suggest you use some gloves because this is hot. Here is the stuff I sliced, and I'm just gonna season it with salt, and I'm gonna squeeze 1 lime. Now that you have seasoned it with salt and the lime, you're gonna mix it. Well guys, here is the cochinita. I just took it out of the oven, and as you can tell by the fork, the meat is still raw. So I'm gonna cover it again, and I'm gonna put it in the oven again for 1 more hour. You are going to know when it's ready when you take a fork and the meat is very, very tender. So I'm gonna cover this, and I'm gonna put it back again, and I'm gonna show it to you when it's done. And finally, it's done. Here it is in the dish, and I'm gonna put the meat in a plate, and I'm gonna take 2 forks, and I'm going to shred the meat. Well, I have finished shredding all the meat, and this is the final product. The juice that is here, because this is just half of the meat, the juices that are here, you can add it to the meat, and it's gonna be so yummy. And to serve this, I am heating up a nice tortilla, very hot. I like to heat up my tortillas in the gas stove. I mean, I'm Mexican, what can I say? So, here's my tortilla. And I'm gonna add a little bit of this meat. If you like the onions and the spicy habaneros, you can add a little bit of this, but that is too spicy for my taste. My husband loves it, but I kind of go away from it. And I'm just gonna add a few drops of lemon or lime, whatever you know. And oh my god, this is so delicious. I want to thank every single one of you for all your nice comments. And if you make this cochinita pibil, please leave a comment and let me know if you like it or not. Have a nice day. Bye bye.